What up, T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I am here with my all tea, all shade, love and marriage Huntsville season 4, episode 8 review. Shout out to my 50K subscriber giveaway. T Squad member Andrea C was the winner. Here is a picture of her Brandon Blackwood purse that she received just a few days ago, as a matter of fact. So shout out to her and all the other winners. Thank you guys once again for getting me to 50K. Let's get to 100K. Let's run them numbers up. Also, I want to remind you guys that Monday and all the way from Monday to the following Tuesday, I will be on vacation, so there will be no reviews, only spill the tea and behind the scenes tea videos on my channel next week. So make sure you guys tune into those videos. I got a lot of piping hot juicy tea for you guys, but no reviews. When I get back, I will resume doing all of my reviews. Also, yes, I am still doing reviews on Put a Ring on It. For any new subscribers out there, if you don't know, I am recently in recovery from breast cancer. I finished radiation in January, so I'm still having effects from radiation with tiredness and things of that nature. And then also I'm an author and a publisher, and I have 50 other million things going on. So if I don't drop a review, it's not that I'm not doing it anymore. It's that either I'm busy or I'm still tired or whatever the case may be. But anywho, let's get into tonight's episode. So we pick up exactly where we left off on last week's episode with Destiny and Stormy going at it. Destiny act like she was gonna throw a chair at her. Tisha and Kimmy had to push her to the back. So Kimmy and Tisha push Destiny to the back. Stormy is in the front at the table, still going off, telling her, you don't want none of this, and you got me fucked up, and this, that, and the third. Mel tells her to calm down, like ain't gonna be no fighting. Mel then goes into the back and checks on Destiny, which says a lot. Because a bitch like me wouldn't have went back there and checked on her ass after everything they had been going through. So I really thought that was nice of her to go back there and check on her, even though they are, in a rough patch in their friendship, or their friendship is over, or wherever the state of their friendship is. I thought that was big of Mel to go back there and actually extend a hand to Destiny. So Mel tells her that, they both were throwing jabs at one another. Destiny, however, doesn't think that she was the one starting to throw the jabs. And Kimmy even had to tell her, y'all both was doing it at each other. Destiny seems to think that she does not do anything and that she is the victim and everything is done to her and she never does anything to anybody else. And Kimmy was like, girl, yeah, it was the both of y'all, like the both of you. So Tiffany at the table at Stormy by herself. Once again, I forgot Tiffany ass was even there. So I think Tiffany was reminded, oh, I'm on a TV show. I need to say something. So she says to Stormy, think about your baby. Like, think about your baby or whatever. And so Stormy tells, oh, my baby? Yeah, he cute, ain't he? I was hollering. So Tisha comes back to the table first and was like to Stormy, like, we can't let you drink. You said when you drink or whatever, you get that, basically acting up. And what's her name? Stormy was like, it's not about me drinking, it's about I'm not gonna let nobody talk to me like that. It's like she was sitting up here mocking me. And Tiffany was like, yeah, she was, mocking her. And Tisha's like, oh, I guess I missed that part. Girl, you ain't missed that part. Like, it's cool that you friends with Destiny and that's your little ace boon coon right about now. But your ass was front and center for that girl mocking her accent. Back in the back with the staff, production staff, Kimmy is calming down Destiny. Destiny's teared up or whatever. And they get everything under control. And I don't remember, did they come back to the table? I think they might have. Yeah, they came back to the table. So Mel comes back to the table as well, and her and Tisha start up again. And Tisha was like, I thought we were good after the reunion. And I don't understand how she thought they was good after the reunion. Like, were you there? Was that a clone of you? I remember your outfit and your hair was a mess. But how could you possibly think that y'all was going to be good after the reunion when you was throwing jabs left and right at that girl? So Mel then goes on to tell her how she felt about everything at the reunion, and then from then on. So she brings up, Tisha saying that she didn't think that Mel was a good friend, and how when she don't need you, she don't want to have nothing to do with you. She also brought up Tisha saying that she destroyed her marriage, or trying to destroy her marriage. And then Mel also brought up the fact that Marceau's name comes up in conversation because his name is constantly popping up in the blogs and on the internet. So Tisha was like, every time me and Marceau went live, it was in defense of what you put out there about us. And Mel was like, that's a damn lie. She was like, name one time I said anything about you on live. And from what we were able to see, Tisha couldn't name anything that Mel had said about her on live for Marceau and Tisha to then respond to. They started going back and forth, yelling at each other like a pack of hyenas. All I heard was high-pitched squeakiness, and I was so annoyed by the whole thing. I would have left, because if I wanted to hear a bunch of hyenas talk, I would have went home with my kids and watched The Lion King, because ain't nobody got time for all this high-pitched ass yelling. So Tisha was going back and forth arguing at this point, and Tisha was like, hell yeah, we knew Martell was cheating. And Mel was like, oh, you knew? And she was like, of course I knew. You told me, or whatever. And she was like, and I was like, fuck Martell at that point. So she was like, own your shit. And Mel was like, I own my shit, I don't lie. Tisha was like, where's your proof? So I felt like something got cut out at this point, because it went from own your shit to the whole situation with Mel saying that Marceau was cheating on her. So Tisha was like, where's your proof? And Mel was like, tell me a time I've ever lied to you. And Tisha was like, you knew Martell was cheating on you for 3 years, and you had a baby by his ass. And I was like, ooh, she didn't cut her to the white meat. Now, woo, child, it's all good and love and war, I guess. I wouldn't have brought the babies into it, because Sugar Mama, we love Sugar Mama. Sugar Mama is so damn cute. And at the end of the day, they were married, and she thought they was working on their marriage, or whatever the case may be. I wouldn't have personally did it, but that was their lady choice. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was stupid at the time, but the baby is a blessing at the end of the damn day. So Mel was like, that was my husband. Your husband cheating on you every day, and you don't care. So Tisha was like, prove to me that he's cheating on me. Mel was like, go to YouTube. I was hollering. Mel was like, go to YouTube. She can never say she's over shit, because she still has a lot of shit in her heart. I've never lied to Tisha ever. And Tisha was like, prove it. Mel gets up to leave, because at this point she's over it. And at this point, it's either we gonna continue to argue until we blue in the face, or we gonna throw hands. So Tisha was like, prove it once again. And she was like, you're such an actress. She's such an actress. And Mel was like, your mama's an actress. And I was like, oh Lord Jesus, Lord, they done brought the mamas and the babies into it. Mel was like, I'm gonna go before I end up in jail. Forget you, Tisha. Kiss my ass. And so her and Stormy leave, and Stormy's fabulous gold G-Wagon. I was like, yeah, Stormy, let me get a ride in that some bitch. It was just unfortunate to see that it has gotten to this extent with these ladies. I don't even know how long this show gonna be able to continue on with this cast and with it being like this, because I don't understand or see how in the foreseeable future Mel will be able to continue to film with Destiny and Tisha, because things are just getting way too volatile, and it's gonna get to the point where she's not gonna be able to film with them like she don't film with Martell. It's very sad, like I said, and unfortunate on all of the ladies' behalves that it has gotten to this point. And it's all because of these raggedy ass niggas. All they raggedy ass niggas then put them in this predicament. When you look at it, it's all they husbands' fault that they arguing with each other, trying to one up each other on your husband's a cheater, my husband's a cheater, that husband is, all y'all husbands are cheaters. God damn it. The fuck is y'all arguing with each other for? Y'all need to be going upside these niggas' heads. The fuck? So, Kimmy is at home with Maurice the following day, and she tells him what happened at the Galentine's party. And Maurice says that all of the beats basically go back to Mel. And that, Mel is into it with Tisha, Mel is into it with Destiny, Mel is into it with Martell, da 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 da. And I was like, well, it's not so much that all the beefs go back to Mel. It's a double standard to me, because women always get it more than the guys, because Martell is able to do and say whatever the fuck he want to say. He allows his baby mama to get on social media and say whatever the fuck she want to say about y'all marriages, y'all husbands, y'all wives, but don't nobody hold his feet to the flame. Nobody. Tisha, Marceau, Maurice, none of them. Now we finally get Kimmy finally chirping up to say something, but all the beefs don't just go back to Mel. So, Maurice and Kimmy talk about Jalen's housewarming party, and Maurice says if Mel doesn't come, can Martell come? And Kimmy was basically like, Martell has attached himself to a bunch of foolishness, and I don't really want to have nothing, to do with it. So, and I'm looking at him sideways too, because that's supposed to be your partner, your boy, but once again, you allow him and his baby mama to get online and say you cheating and you fucking with linebackers, and you don't address the shit to him, none on camera. Like, I have yet to see him or Marceau address Martell on why is your baby mama out here going and saying this, that, and the third, making it seem like we out here cheating. You need to check that, because that shit ain't cool. Which, once again, if these goddamn wives of theirs are paying the fuck attention, why the fuck ain't y'all saying shit to this nigga about it? Is it the fuck true? Because I don't see nobody getting mad at fucking Martell. Everybody's still very cool and chummy with him, which makes no sense to me. So, Maurice was like, that's only regarding Mel. And I was looking at Maurice like, the fuck are you talking about that if everything with Martell goes back to Mel? They don't even speak. They not even feeling with each other. No, Martell shit all extends back to him and his ragged ass baby mama. So Maurice then decides it would be a genius idea to call Martell to talk to him about it. And I was like, this ain't your son, nor is it your son's housewarming party. Like, let Kimmy handle her son's event. Like, calm your light-skinned ass the fuck down, looking like a tube of margarine. So he called Martell, and Maurice was like, if Melody doesn't come, I said to Kimmy, can Martell come? And Martell was like, if Melody don't come. So wait a minute, like, I wasn't invited, like, she get, to come and I don't, or whatever. And I would feel some type of way too low key. But at the same time, you put yourself in this predicament. So, oops, your fault. So Kimmy addresses him and, the whole issue with the picture and all of that stuff. And Maurice was like, we'll get together and talk, because Martell is pissed off at this point. He going off and, having a hissy fit and everything. So they got a bad connection. So they get off the phone. And then Maurice surprises Kimmy with a trip to Miami. Then we see Wanda meeting Marceau at Black. And mind you, she is late. She was supposed to shadow Marceau in the kitchen, but she got on her Wanda J. Blige boots, child, her DSWs, and she ain't trying to fuck up her pleather outfit, child. So she was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not washing no dishes. I'm here to get my goddamn food truck. And if those pictures that y'all sent me are supposed to be pictures of these potatoes that Wanda is trying to sell to the public, she ought to be ashamed of herself, because I wouldn't sell or give that to a homeless person. If those pictures are actually pictures of Wanda's potatoes that y'all have inboxed me, I would call the health department on that lady. Ain't no motherfucking way. So Wanda then brings up the whole picture situation that I believe the original Straight No Chasers put out there some months back on YouTube. Shout out to their channel. And Marceau was like, it could have been anybody. Like, here he go with that bullshit where he don't want to answer questions straight out. He want to go all around the mulberry bush and play fucking mind games like he Doctor Strange. And I'm like, no, nigga, you're not Doctor Strange. You're Spock from Star Trek with them fucking ears of yours. So Wanda in her confession was like, I think it was your big ass back for real. So Wanda flat out was like, "What was it you?" And he told me, "I don't know what my back looks like." It's like shit like this is like, what are you getting out of this? You know that it's causing problems with your wife. You know that your wife is fragile. You know that your wife, is succumbing to the rumors. So why would you even put your wife through this bullshit? Like, is Tisha in on the joke and we just the fools for falling for it? But like the live that I just showed y'all this week where they was out together outside of the show and he talked to her and treat her bad. So I just don't even understand at this point, like, what's going on over there. And I don't even care to even understand at this point. If Tisha like it, I fucking love it. So Wanda was like, "You was in Atlanta during that time, right?" And he was like, "I was in Atlanta with a friend." And he still won't flat out say that it wasn't him in that bed. It looked a lot like him to me. If it ain't him, then forgive me, but it looked just like him, child. It looked just like him, Bernie. So Melody visits Stormy at her gorgeous mansiones, and they sit down and talk about Valentine's Day. And Stormy was like, "I was taken aback by Tisha. I really was." And Mel was like, we walked in, she ain't even speak. And once again, like I said on last week's review, I don't understand why she thought Tisha would speak. Why would you even care about her speaking? You didn't speak to her. She didn't speak to you. That's just what it is. Y'all enemies, according to you. You don't really fuck with her. So why would y'all speak to each other? Like, I wouldn't even give a fuck. So Mel was like, I'm sorry. So Stormy was like, "Are you used to Destiny's aggression?" And Mel was like, "Yes, she's very aggressive." And I agree. Destiny is aggressive. Destiny is always jumping up like she gonna do something to somebody. Like, girl, go sit your $2 ass down somewhere with all that bullshit, all that ghetto ass shit. So Mel was like, she called me last night. Stormy and said that Stormy did a few things that I ignored leading up to that. And Stormy was like, "What I do?" She's like, "But you know what? I'll talk to her, but we gonna have to have security because we not about to do what we did the last time." And I was like, girl, this is not about to go well because both of them slick at the mouth. Both of them, ready to nuck if you buck. So I'm like, I don't know how this is going to go. So Tisha then meets up with Wanda at a food truck, child. And they both was giving me 1992 fly girl with their outfits. And then what made it worse, y'all, was Wanda's eyeshadow. Lord the fuck Jesus. If Tisha don't get her mama a makeup artist, this lady literally put a block of black on one side and then another block of white on the other side. It wasn't blended, child. It was giving me the black and white company store. Remember the black and white store? It was giving me very much Beetlejuice. I'm like, Wanda, girl, if you don't stop it with this eyeshadow, that shit was mean. It was cruel. And I felt like I was being put on punishment. Like, no ma'am, Pam. And it didn't even look like no good shadow. She looked like she had some Wet n Wild something on that dollar store damn eyeshadows. So Wanda tells Tisha that she brought up the whole picture situation with Marceau. And Tisha, she asked Tisha, has she seen the picture? And Tisha was like, "I haven't been on social media in a month." So Wanda shows her the picture and was like, "You think it's him?" Tisha looks at the picture and was like, I'm listen, if this what you got after 4 years, like, I'm not gonna keep acknowledging stuff like this. I know what's going on. I'm aware of everything, but I thought you hadn't been on social media in a month. So which one is it, girl? You know damn well you had already saw that goddamn picture, girl. So stop it with the foolishness. And you sure didn't say, "Nah, that ain't his back," because you know your nigga back. And the way she looked at that damn picture said a lot to me. Her not saying nothing made it really to me like it is something. Like, you know your nigga, and I feel like at this point Tisha know exactly what the fuck is going on. She just don't want to admit it, and I feel like she don't want to admit it because she wants to keep up this facade of trying to prove Mel wrong, and ain't no trying to prove nothing to a bitch that damn important to me that I'm gonna continue to let my husband make a fool out of me. So Wanda was like, "I'm tired of him playing these little games when I ask him these questions because he just don't want to give a flat out answer," which I 100% agree. And she was like, "I don't want you to be naive." And Tisha was like, "I'm not naive." And Wanda was like, "Do you think because you're in love with Marceau that you're looking over all of this?" And Tisha was like, "Well, he's tired of it. He's tired of it." And Wanda says, "He told me he was there and he was there with a friend. And Tisha had a stupid look on her face. And she was like, I don't know what you're saying. He told you. And she was like, he said he was there with a friend. And Tisha was like, I'm not going to believe this. You guys are trying to destroy a family. What? So now her mama a liar. Now her mama a liar, Mel a liar. The universe is a lie. The comments, the sky, the sun is a lie. Everybody lying on Martell, and everybody is trying to destroy a marriage except for her husband. Oh, okay. So Martell then meets with Tiffany, and hey, we ain't seen them in a minute. And Tiffany was like, how was everything been since the book signing? He was like, it's been cool. I just been working. And she was like, well, how did the kids take it since they weren't able to make it to the book signing? And he was like, they was upset, especially Mariah or whatever. And Tiffany was like, yeah, I met up with Mel, and she said she had to go to her uncle's funeral. Now, first of all, Tiffany, this is why people say your ass is messy, because why is you telling this man her fucking business with your fucking nosy ass? Shut the fuck up. That ain't had nothing to do with you. Mind the business that pays you. Stay out of other folks' business. So Martell was like, well, if she could have just told me that, if she was going to her Uncle funeral, she could have gave me a heads up. She could have responded. Boy, you know damn well if you did reach out to her at all, you did reach out to her, but you reached out to her 2 days in advance. It wasn't no weeks prior, first of all. And she's not obligated to do anything on her time and her week with those damn kids. Sir, you should have fucking booked it on your damn week. So, Martell then goes on to say that I don't give Mel no problems. You's a damn lie. And so Tiffany then tells him about Valentine's Day and everything that happened. And she was like, people always saying Mel is my bodyguard. Well, now Stormy is Mel's. And Martell says, as soon as Stormy tell Mel no about something, she won't be her friend. Give it a little while longer, you won't be there either. And don't understand why people feel like you got to stay friends with folks that ain't serving you or improving your life. People like Destiny, people like Tisha, I'm sorry, I wouldn't want to be friends with. Her and Kimmy are fine. Ain't nothing happened between her and Kimmy. So I don't like that with Martell trying to talk bad on her about friendships or whatever, because if anybody on this show don't deserve no friendship, it's fucking Martell. Ugh, I wish people would start holding his ass fucking accountable. But the men don't hold him accountable because they know that nigga got shit over their fucking heads. That's what you gotta look at. The fact that they never confront him on nothing because they're guilty. And the fact that they even still cool with him says everything that you need to fucking know. Sometimes you don't have to have blatant proof. You just gotta look at your surroundings and peep game. So, he then invites hey to come to his incest wine tasting in Atlanta. And I'm like, please, I know that's a homage to your grandmother, but that name just does not do it for me. So then at the very end of the episode, we see Tisha pull up on Marceau at Black to confront him about this whole Atlanta trip that he went on, and was that him in the bed, child. Overall, it was a great episode. I give it an A+. The cast is bringing it, but I just hate how volatile things have gotten. And I don't like the fact that everybody want to blame Mel, blame the woman, but never blame Martell and never blame Marceau. And it's really getting old at this point. It really honestly is. Let's talk down below in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.